Hi guys, Rodriguez's Lego Productions here, and today I'll be reviewing Artifex Creations Tumbler. This awesome model has around 480 parts and costs about $160 on artifexcreation.com. I'll leave the link on the description down below. Before we get to the review, I want to give you a 360 look on the Tumbler. So, now to the 360 look. Here's the front. Here's the right side. Here's the back. And here's the left side. The left side and the right side, of course, are one of the best parts, in my opinion, of the Tumbler, because they are really accurate to the Tumbler used on the movies. All these parts, like here, and here, are all almost the same as on the movie. On Artifex.com you will find a comparison between pictures from the movie and this model, and you will see that it is really accurate. I really recommend you to check them. So, now to the review. Here on the front we got the system of guns and cannons. I'll show you that when we go to the bed pod. The cockpit area opens. I will show you the cockpit in a minute. There are these adjustable wings that I must say they are not really adjustable, because when you try to adjust them they end up breaking. Okay, like, yeah, you adjust a little but then they break, so I'm not going to mess a lot with that. These ones are cool, but these two on the back are not really adjustable. There's still a really cool feature. There's this cannon, so it shoots very well, and there's a cool head-on by Artifex. There's this red missile that is actually rare, and you know, it's cool, a red missile, but you know, it's really not necessary. Still, here on the sides we got the shields, of course. This part here seems to be adjustable, but it isn't, because you know, all these parts here don't let it. But there's a cool feature that there are these drop bombs that when you go around with the Tumbler, they drop just 4 studs, and yeah, it's cool. I really don't remember if this was on the movie, but it's still a cool add-on. And there's like, this is the most adjustable part on the Tumbler in my opinion, are these little things here, yeah, so pretty much that. And now here on the back there's a really cool actually play feature that when you move with the Tumbler, I don't know which wheel it is, but one of those wheels has a mechanism that when the wheel moves, this part here also moves, and it was supposed to have some fire, so it will give the illusion of having spinning fire, but the fire keep on falling, and I remove it because I don't have so much patience to be always putting the fire. Okay, now to the cockpit. So it opens pretty easily, and wait a minute. Okay, so the cockpit opens pretty easily, and it gets here an onboard PC, just a normal computer with it's a black, it's not really that much. It has a yellow steering wheel and has the gun control system that will be also the main body of the bed pod, and has this batarang here that, you know, it's a cool feature, but I probably will end up removing the batarang and put this all on black bricks, but it's still very cool. He has 2 seats, you can fit a minifigure there actually. It's not really the best, but yeah, it works. Okay, as you see, like, you gotta put the arms full up and do not do a lot of pressure or you end up breaking all the system, but yeah, you know, in a way it'll fit. So it fits two figures there. It's cool. But actually the figures don't have a lot of room here, and in my opinion this cockpit area is not really detailed. That's one of the bad things of this awesome model, but yeah, you know, it's still understandable. I think this is supposed to be a shelf model, not a plate toy. So yeah, okay. So that's all the play features, but there's still, in my opinion, the coolest part of the Batmobile and of the Tumbler. Sorry, and in my opinion, it was the first Tumbler, as I remember, to have this feature. There is a removable bat pod. So you remove this part here, okay, and then you remove this part here, and all of these parts come off, you know, not really easily, but still. And then you get the bat pod. So I'm just going to put the tumbler here. I don't know if you can see it, but now the main focus is the bat pod. So just adjusting that. When you remove the bat pod, this part here probably break because they are separated. Because the cannons must be on the front, so it makes a pressure here, and this must be on the back, so it can be the gun controlling system. So you know, it will probably stay like this, but is easy to fix. Okay, so the bat pod, you know, in my opinion, is not the best bat pod ever. It's cool, but you know, it works and it does its job. And I think that Artifex couldn't really work on the bat pod because it will be hard to fit there, but still cool. So we got like 3 weapons here, like on the movie. We got this, I think there are the cannons. Then here I think there are those ropes that he launches, and then he, on the Dark Knight, the Joker truck falls, and I think the ropes come from over here, and has like these machine gun things. You know, it's okay gun system. It's not the best, but it's cool. Then these wheels are the old style wheels. Now if you buy now the kit, it will come with these wheels, but I guess these ones were cooler, so I didn't really fix that. And if it's a figure, you know, just put the 5th of the figure here, and it goes pretty easily. This is always happening, like this part here coming off, and when you put it on the tumbler, it's a way worse. So, but you know, it rolls okay. It doesn't roll like awesome fine or anything. It rolls okay because, you know, the system here, the gun system, is pretty close to the ground, and you know, it's not that easy to roll, but you know, still, yeah. And then like it's cool because this part here rotates like on the movie. See, this is all falling apart, man. Okay. Okay, so this rotates just like in the movie, like on that scene, it goes to the wall, and then you rotate, ooh, boom. So yeah, that's cool. And that's it for the bat pod. I think like a 360 look. Here we go with the right side, the back, the left side is just the same as the right side, and the front. A last look at the bat pod. It's okay bat pod, not the best, but yeah, it does its job. Now, the pros and cons of the Tumbler. Okay, let's start with the pros. It's an awesome model. The exterior of the Tumbler is really well detailed. As I said previously, the sides are really good, but really good. The front is also really cool with these guns here. Oh, by the way, if you go to Artifex, there's an update for this windshield part. I'm not going to do it, but you know, it's cool. It's awesome by the exterior. You look at this and you say, well, that's a Tumbler, and that's definitely really cool. Then the bat pod. In my opinion, I think that a lot of people know this Tumbler, the Artifex Tumbler, because of the Batpod escape. I can't tell for sure if he was the first, but probably was one of the first persons to make the Batpod escape on the Tumbler. Yes, the Tumbler escapes by one of these wheels on the movie, and here on the Lego model escapes by the middle, but you know, it's still pretty cool. I think he had these limitations. These wheels are too big for a Batpod, but I'll talk about the size of the Tumbler on the cons because I think it's too big, but now the pros. Okay, so it's really accurate and beautiful and detailed. The Batpod is really cool. The feature that I actually liked very much was the spinning jet thing there. It's actually really cool. Then there are a lot of features here that are cool. The wings will be really cool if they were more adjustable. The missile, it's really cool. The red one. The drop bombs are okay, but yeah, it's really cool. For more stupid that this seems, I think the Tumbler was actually not easy, but only a medium model to build, because it's constructed by a lot of, I call them independent parts. I call them, but probably not only me, like these shields. You first construct the shield and then you put them on the model. It's easy, you know. The same for these parts here. On the sides there are a lot of these independent parts. You know, I think the building, it's not really that hard, but you know, now the cons. So this is built by individual parts, but so it makes the Tumbler really fragile. There are parts that will fall out all the time. The Tumbler itself is really fragile. These back wheels here, when you roll with them, they might come out, and when you see that you're rolling with the Tumbler and the engine begins to not rotate, then you know you will have to remove all this old cockpit area, even this battery rank holder, this old part you gotta remove only to fix the wheels. That's not cool. Then the Tumbler is really expensive. The kit is $160. That's a lot. Or if you buy the instructions, they are around like $30, I guess. That is still a lot for instructions. And then the parts is still very expensive, and the parts, in my opinion, will be even more expensive if you live outside of the US, because usually I think it's on the US that sells more parts. So outside of the US, for example, here in Portugal, the shipping of little parts costs a lot, and then you will lose a lot of money on parts. Then, in my opinion, one of the biggest Tumbler problems and issues is the size. Okay, so I got here my Batman minifigure. Yeah, so as you can see, the Tumbler is enormous, okay? For example, I think that the Batpod wheel should be the same size as this wheel, and things will be different, you know? On the movie, I remember that Batman was about like to this cockpit area, you know, his size was like about this. So, you know, you can make bigger minifigures. Okay, there are the Woody legs, but for regular, no. So the Tumbler should be smaller. Even the length of the Tumbler is really big. So pretty much the pros of this model is the detail, the Batpod escape, the play features, not only the jet thing here. Then, and the cons are it's really fragile, it's really expensive, and it's too big. So that's it for Artifex Creations Tumbler review. It's an awesome model again. I also like his Batmobile very much. I don't have it, but you know, I would like to have it, but it's too pricey. Um, if you really love the Dark Knight trilogy and you got a few bucks to spend, then I recommend you to buy this. If you are a holder or collector and you like it, I really recommend. You know, there are a lot of tumblers out there, but this one's really fascinating, and I don't really recommend it to give it to a kid. You know, no way, because it will break it all in a day. But that's all for the tumbler, so see ya.